Interesting song. Complication. So I also use my shotgun class. We have a whole bunch of complications. He probably doesn't realize I'm in the same room as him. Okay, he probably doesn't realize I'm here. Does he realize I'm here? Okay, maybe he doesn't realize I'm, in the match. So, how about... That's weird, one sec. Alright, let me follow. Let's see if he sees that on the bottom below. But that's okay, Dave. Welcome back. Because I was switching games up, so yeah, I was kind of in the middle of doing it. Wait. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let me make a private room. How about that? Invite. There we go. What should we do? Check my inventory real quick. I want to use a different firearm. I want to use a different one. Best one to use in this case would be an AK. And of course the reason for that is because it's a lot more, what's the correct term for it? It's a lot more stable, if you guys know what I mean. It's a lot more stable and stuff like that. Wait. Oh, not enough players? Wait. Wait, let me text him that. What's going on? Yeah, it says not enough players. So, how? How am I supposed to do, you know, these kind of missions? I'm very confused, guys. I'm very confused. I'll see you later, Bo. Oh, you have to go, Dave? Well, thank you very much for joining and all that. But yeah, I will see you later, buddy. But yeah, that's weird. It doesn't say not enough people to join. Damn. Could it be? Hehe. Yeah. Okay, bye, Dave. Like I said, thank you very much for joining. I don't know. Yeah, I'm so clueless to what to do. I don't know. Go ahead and leave the room, I guess. And then, you know, go and play in a room. You know, I'm just guessing. I really don't know. I don't think you guys would know. I don't know, like playing this, I guess. I really don't know, guys. I'm very clueless. I don't know if I do this, if I just... Yeah, let me see if I can invite him to this. Let's see if he'll join. Spam him with freaking invites. Can't be invited. Your friend rank doesn't fit the channel restriction. Are you kidding me? Because of a restriction? That's stupid. Yeah, I can't even invite him to a public match either. So I really don't know, because it doesn't... Supposedly what it says is that it does not fit, you know, my channel's, you know, rank and all that. Because I have a higher rank than my one friend at the moment, so clearly he can't join because of that. Which I think is a real bummer. Stupid. And oh yeah, I should tell you guys that about what do you want to call it? Oh yeah, Black Ops 3, I ended up getting a copyright claim against me. Hey friend, me back. Welcome back, blue dude. Yeah, I'm trying to invite my one friend, but it doesn't seem to be working, so we might not be able to
enemy team. Round start.
Play with each other, sadly. But actually, I was just about to start talking about my one video. Like, actually, one of my videos actually got a copyright claim against it. I don't know why, but one of my live streams got a copyright claim against it. And it was Black Ops 3, right? So, supposedly, I was not supposed to show the Black Ops 3 Zombies intro. I was not supposed to show it. And so I got a copyright claim against me. But you know, that's just beautiful, you know. Yeah, so I got that copyright claim against me because, you know, I just don't know, like, that's the thing too. If it doesn't restrict me from, you know, recording that part, you know, that certain part of the live stream, then that should not be a copyright claim. Like, that is against it. It's not like I'm making money off of doing YouTube. That's the thing. They, you know, I'm kind of tired about these stupid copyright claim things on YouTube. Like, it's very stupid, because it's like, okay, so if I was to play a certain song on the live stream, it's a copyright claim against me because I'm using stuff that does not belong to me, but I'm just listening to it. Which, clearly, to me, that doesn't make any sense at all. You know, just like, you know, for example, Dragon Ball. That's a great example. In Dragon Ball, they, well, I can only Twitch on that, but what it is that it's quite interesting, right? So, on, I actually just joined this room, so we might actually get this going, guys. But what's interesting is that Number one, basically, I just thought about it. In Dragon Ball Universe, they actually block the scenes. They actually block the scenes because they know that they could get a copyright claim. Like, I could get a copyright claim against me. That's why they, kind of said that, you can't record this because this is a block scene. So, that even tells, like, oh, okay, so, you know, that tells it right there, So, I don't know. Because that's the thing. In Universe, they block the scenes. So you guys can't see them. Like, well, the main scenes and all that. Because they know I could get a copyright claim if I was to record that. So, yeah, they block those. Which to me kind of makes sense. Because if that is the case, then, okay, it's pretty smart on their part. And, they don't want to, get anyone's channel shut down. So yeah, I just think it's very stupid. And will I live stream, Call of Duty again? I might not do Black Ops 3, but I'll do Ghosts. I'll live stream Call of Duty Ghosts, but not Black Ops 3 anymore, because that was very ridiculous in my opinion. Because that's the thing, if it allows you to stream and show that part, then that should not be a copyright claim against you. So, yeah, I just think it's bullshit, Just think it's some bullshit. I don't know. These companies are trying to make money, I guess, And they don't want anyone stealing their, ideas, like, oh, I want you stealing my, I don't want you stealing my, live stream ideas. So, yeah, to me, it's all stupid. Very stupid. And so I don't think that should be right either. So yeah, it got me a bit upset, But it's what it is, I guess. Yeah, it seems like it's probably not gonna let me play with him, because I don't know what it is, but these kind of modes require 4 players and all that, which kind of sucks in my opinion, because like, why? Why? Why is it, not gonna let me, fucking play with my friend? I wanna play with my friend. There are a lot of flaws they should, improve on. And this is definitely one of the flaws, is that they should improve on this kind of stuff, make it easier for people to, play with their friends and all that. Like, that's what I'm going to do with my game. That is exactly what I'm going to do with my video game. I just thought about that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. When I make my own video game and become a video game designer, I'm going to make sure that you can play with your friend straight away. Like, that is exactly what I'm going to do. And just in case if any of you are wondering what my video game idea is, when I become a video game designer. My video game idea is kind of going to be like, it's going to be like Mortal Kombat with the fighting mechanic, you know, Street Fighters, you know, Dead or Alive, you know, that kind of stuff. It's going to be exactly like that. But guess what kind of characters will be in it? Just guess what kind of characters would be in it. And of course, it's kind of obvious because, you know, I am in this kind of fandom and all that. Of course, it's going to be furry characters in it. That would be very interesting to see a game be made. That would be very interesting to see a game being made with like furry characters. Like actually doing, you know, like kind of like stuff like that, doing martial arts. You know, that's one thing I have not seen yet. Oh, welcome back, Dave. Well, right now we're having complications with, you know, getting this game, you know, working and all that. And right now I'm kind of just talking about my game idea while my friend tries to fix this and all that. So I was like talking about my video game idea and why, you know, certain games have flaws where you can't, you know, do like, you know, 2 players only to play mode and all that, because right now that's what's kind of happening. Like I was saying, like, you know, my game I'm gonna be making. Oh my god, I need a drink. So like I was saying, my video game idea, like I was telling Blue Dude, it is supposed to be like a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat fighting style game and all that, but of course, honestly, I didn't really give him any time to guess. I really didn't give him any time to kind of guess what kind of characters would be in it, and I said, you know, it's gonna be furry characters, definitely. Because so far as I see it, there has not been one single game where they have not made any characters, you know, like any furry style characters. And I think it'll be very interesting to make a furry style, you know, fighting game. Like that is my idea, because I never seen any, you know, buddy making any game like that ever. Like, oh my goodness, because that's the thing. I have looked up every single furry game and there has not been anything like that ever. So that's my video game idea, is to make a Mortal Kombat style furry game. And it's gonna be a video game too. And it's gonna be free to play. But I just gotta, you know, I gotta work with the right company. Because I know that there are some companies out there that really won't accept any, you know, ideas on furry related games like that. Now there is one in particular I know about, but I don't know. But yeah, so that would be my game idea and all that. And when I become a video game designer, I'm gonna start working on that game right away. But like I said, I would have to work with the right company for that. You know, I gotta work with the right company because if you guys know, if I don't work with the right company, it's probably not gonna go through. My idea would probably not, be accepted, you know. So I have to work with the right company for that. Which I'll tell you guys one thing, I will tell you guys one thing. Um, there are a lot of like not many people really know, but there are a lot of like independent video game studios. Like these video game studios are independent and they work, on their own games. And a lot of them are like, you know, a lot of them are like free to play and all that. Like I said, like kind of like WarFace, it's a free to play game. They do that kind of stuff until they put microtransactions into these games. So, they are making a profit off of these games as well. The same thing kind of goes with really any game, really. You know, like, oh yeah, like, I know a lot. Oh my god, if I was to make a game like that, like, very good, and make it very smooth and all that, oh my god, I can only imagine how many people would love to play a furry style fighting game like that. It's like Mortal Kombat, with the fighting, the martial arts, and it, not necessarily the fatalities and all that. So yeah, I don't know. Well, there is a game called Bloody Roar. The characters can transform into an animal like a werewolf or a bat person thing. I didn't know you were talking. My headset volume was all the way low. Oh, it's okay, buddy. But yeah, like I was talking about, like a furry style, fighting game just like Mortal Kombat, with the martial arts and all that. Now, I think a lot of people would love to see something like that, especially furries. Oh my god. I can imagine how many furries would love to see such a style game like that, it's like, the same, well, it would be more like Street Fighter. If, yeah, Street Fighter. That would be the best way to put it. It'll more likely be Street Fighter where, there'll be tournaments and all that. There'll be, you know, the story mode would be, the main character in the story would be Bolt, you know. You guys know, it would be Bolt. He would be the main character. Definitely. Now, will he be the one to save the day? I don't know. Probably not. Probably will. You know? I would play it. Oh, yeah, like, definitely, like, because my aim is to, you know, honestly, uh, my opinion, I would probably make it as a more of a free-to-play game first, before I start, actually making a big video game series and that starts blowing up and all that. I start, getting a lot of, cool stuff from it. And I think that's the idea, is to start off with a free-to-play game first, and to attract some people to your video game studio. And if they see that certain game, they'll be like, man, like, a debug build. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, like, that's why I'm going to the career center next year, because I'm going to learn skills like that. I'm going to learn, video game designer skills. I'm going to learn, programming. I'm going to learn all that, software development, application stuff. I'm going to be learning all that kind of stuff that has to do with the computer, but to making a video game and making the AI and, all of that kind of stuff. So it is very important, especially if I want to get into this career field, that I would be going to the career center to get that experience. So I can make such an awesome game for you guys, and for the furry community and all that. It's, you know, like that's a way I can devote myself to the fandom is like make a game for you guys. That's the best way I can do it. Make a awesome video game for you guys to play. Like more likely what I would do is I'll have it on all systems. I'll have it on PS4, Xbox One, PC, really any PC in my opinion. I would try to get it working on all PCs. Like I would put it on all consoles, like Nintendo Switch. Is there any other ones? I want to know. Like, yeah, like, And if you guys will want to, if I do start making this game in the future and all that, you guys can go right ahead and send me the reference sheet of your characters. So I can somehow, like, Blue, is a Shiba Inu and all that. I would somehow fit that character, into the game. Like, maybe like in the storyline, like he's a friend of Bolt's and all that, or he's an arch nemesis. You aren't no arch nemesis in real life. You're a cool dude. I would just say in the game you would be like the arch nemesis of Bolt. Maybe. And Dave Squirrel, you'd be Bolt's sidekick. Not making fun of that, but you would be like his sidekick. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just think it would be an awesome idea to make a furry style Street Fighter game. Like that would be, man. And that's the idea I painted in my head as well. Like I'm like, like it could be all, like it can be, it could be something for all ages and up, But you can be 10 years old or you could be 11, I would put it as like a teen for teen game, If I could, you don't have to, but could you draw some art on my profile pic? I was about to say, I think Blue Dude would be very, I think it would be very nice to do that for you. Bolt, that would be funny if I was your sidekick. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is stereotypical, but I always see in some of them, some of them animated movies like Red, what was it, Red Hood, Red Robin Hood, like Red Robin Hood. What was I thinking? I always see in them like anamorphic animal style animations movies where the squirrel would be like the sidekick, like would be the sidekick and all that, and like man, don't they, man, just thinking about it now, that, oh my god, I can't wait. Like I can't wait to just start putting my idea to mine, and other people accepting my idea, and we start building the game and all that. Like that would be awesome. We would have to send it to you or put it in the comment section so I can see it. Yeah, actually, yeah, you would have to. Maybe tomorrow he'll get it done. But yeah, Blue, like, of course, Blue Dude's character in the game would be called the Blue Shiba Like the blue Shiba. No, it'd just be blue the Shiba and all that. Yeah, blue the Shiba Inu. I can't really say that correctly because sadly I don't have Twitter. Oh, okay. But yeah, definitely, because hey, possibility, you know. Two, I don't think it would take much because I don't know. Your character looks very cute, very cute. Uh, you know, very cute squirrel, cute squirrel. I need to put my grammar in check sometimes. I really do. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, he'll definitely be able to do that one. But yeah, you know, just put each of your, you know, guys' personas in the game and all that. Like, you know, of course, Blue, the Shiba would be in it. Because, I don't know, Blue to me would sound like... I don't know, Blue to me would sound like a arch nemesis name. Would it? Or would that be more of a, I'm trying to think about it. What would it be? I think it would be an arch nemesis name. I think that's what it would be. It'd be like an arch nemesis name. I don't know, Blue. I don't know, that was the name of my cat and all that I had before, so, and she was very cute, so I couldn't really you know, name you a arch nemesis. I couldn't put you as an arch nemesis because people would be wondering like, but that's such a cute name. Why would Blue be an arch nemesis? A Bolt and all that. It's like, yeah, that's a good point because then I would have to switch it up. I don't know. I would have to switch it up because it's like, okay, you know, Dave Squirrel. That sounds like a bad guy, you know, like Dave the Squirrel. You know, it could be, you know, it could be like a little, you know, like he could be like, you know, a little squirrel, like about 3 feet, but he is like crazy good at like, you know, quick attacks and, you know, and Bolt would, because Bolt does have, you know, like he is mainly electricity, you know, he would be like Raiden in Mortal Kombat. He would, you know, have the, like that's exactly, yeah, deadly squirrel, exactly, because you're small but you can be deadly, you know, like you're 3 feet tall, but you know you'll still be able to whoop my butt, you know, and like because that's the thing. Bolt would be like Raiden in Mortal Kombat because you know Bolt, you know, because he has lightning bolts, you know, around him. He could have the power of electricity and all that. I don't know fatalities. I don't know about fatalities though. I'm trying to put that in context. Like, you know, it could look cute at first, you know, when people see gameplay of it, you know, you know, they'll look at it as like, oh, it's just a normal, you know, cartoon style, you know, fighting Street Fighter game until in the end you do the fatality and all that. Oh my god. That would be awesome. Then all of a sudden it would be like Mortal Kombat and all that. But it would be, you know, with furry characters. That to me would be awesome. That would be so awesome, you know, like I could describe the fatality of, you know, Dave the squirrel and all that. Like, you know, Dave because he's so small, you know, when you know he could claw, you know, a character's face up and, you know, run up, pull their eye out and crawl inside, and actually that's too cannibalistic. that's kind of gory right there. I just described, like they would, you know, defeat them, scratch up their face first and then, you know, crawl up to the face, pull out the eyeball, crawl inside the head, and just literally just start, you know, destroying the brain, like start, you know. I don't know. I wouldn't want to make Dave the Squirrel a crazy eating, you know, like some crazy eating, you know, what's the best way I can put it? Some crazy eating squirrel that would eat, you know, really you know, a fox or a wolf or something like that. You join the game, see me a 3-foot squirrel with a knife. Actually, that's a good idea. That's a good idea right there. Wait, 3 feet. That's actually big. Actually, yeah, true. If you were to take that into consideration, that is quite big for a squirrel. Well, let's say you were like some mutated squirrel. You know, like you were originally, you know, some nice squirrel until, you know, you were, you know, like, you know, you were dropped in some acid or something, and all of a sudden it changed your brain's chemistry and you mutated into this big 3-foot, you know, squirrel that is a crazy killer. I would describe it kind of like being the Joker. That would be the way to describe it. I'll have like star powers or ice powers. You see, because your name is Blue, it would have to be maybe. It would definitely have to be, I would say, ice powers. You know, you could be like Sub-Zero. There you go. Be like Sub-Zero. You see, now it's becoming a lot like Mortal Kombat and all that. But yeah, you could be exactly like Sub-Zero. Like, that is perfect because blue and, you know, Sub-Zero is blue. There you go. You would have ice powers. There you go. Just came up with that. Aced, what am I have to face? Actually, that. Actually, Well, yeah, actually, it could be like the idea, like, you know, you you drop, you fell into a pit of acid that contains some kind of deadly chemical where when it burned the half side of your face, it creeped, like some of the chemicals creeped into your brain, and it like creeped for your skin and went to your brain, and it changed the chemistry of your brain to be more violent and be more, you know, deadly. I could be like Harley Quinn, nice looking but crazy and deadly. There you go, exactly. That's another good idea. You guys can keep on telling me ideas, and I'll try my best to memorize some of these ideas. So, Dave, should I draw a fox or a squirrel? But yeah, like that is like if you guys keep on telling me ideas and all that, you know, like you guys just gotta keep on telling me ideas, you know. Hello, Carter. Welcome to the live stream. I would say fox because I have that one on, so you can use that as a reference. Hey, good idea, you know. But yeah, Carter, welcome to the live stream. We were just discussing, you know, my little video game idea and all that. Mixing animals together is a lot of fun, though. True. Very true. But oh yeah, around slash firefly. But yeah, Carl, we were just kind of discussing some, you know, ideas because I talked about, you know, my future video game I want to make and all that. You know, it's gonna be a furry game, of course, but it will mainly consist of doing. It will mainly consist of, you know, taking, you know, I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to God damn it. it, it's a furry style like Street Fighter game. That's the best way I can put it for you. And all that. It is exactly like that. You know, you take Street Fighter, like with the fighting mechanics with the martial arts and all that, but instead of just having the old Street Fighter games, you would have you know yeah, you would have furry characters instead. What would be like Pikachu? Actually, that that is a good point. That is a good point right there. Like, even though that I'm not much of a fan of Pokemon and all that, like I'm honestly not. But yeah, definitely be a lot like Pikachu and all that. Well, yeah, Pikachu and Raiden, because this is going to be like a Mortal Kombat / Street Fighter game. God, where are these ants coming from? They infested my bed. But yeah, that's like, yeah, that would be like the best way to describe Bolt in the Mortal Kombat / Street Fighter style game. And all that. He would be, he would be like Raiden, but to be like Pikachu because the yellow electricity and all that. So yeah, exactly. So yeah. So yeah, we just came up with a lot of ideas. Oh shoot. And that's the thing too, I try to keep these ideas in mind as well. Which, it should be quite easy to keep, the ideas in mind, so shouldn't be too hard. So I want a fox or a squirrel or mix. A knife wielding squirrel. Yep, exactly. Like I don't know, I would probably describe, Dave the Squirrel to be some psychotic. I just came up with a better name. Crazy Dave. Crazy Dave the Squirrel. There you go. Crazy Dave. That just fits. Look at that. I'm way into the I know, I just thought of about a good name for yours. Like Crazy Dave. That's exactly what the squirrel, like, Dave Squirrel would be called. It'd be Crazy Dave the Squirrel. There you go. That actually fits. Crazy Dave. Because, oh my god, that actually fits. I like that. Now, Blue Dude, that one would be sort of difficult to do. Blue would be, describes the squirrel perfectly. Exactly. Crazy Dave. That is just perfect. All that. Now Blue Dude on the other hand, I would have to figure out that one. He is a Shiba Inu. And so, he I don't know, I guess in the game, because, Shiba Inus are very cute and all that, I guess, Blue could be. Like, the best way I could describe Blue Dude's character, like, you see, of course he was talking about, having ice powers, but because, Shiba Inus are very cute and, very adorable looking and cuddly, his little, his, like, Blue's, like, little special ability could be that he could use his charm, if you know what I mean. He could use his, like, he could, what would be the best way? Just, use his charm or his adorableness to, stop the enemy in place, and, they will not want to hurt, will not want to hurt you know, blue because he's so adorable, and you know, he's using his puppy eyes. That's the best way to do it. Puppy eyes. That just, man, like that's just perfect. Like that is just perfect. There you go, blue dude. I just found out your little special ability you can use and all that. But that would be like a, to be honest, that would be more like an X-ray ability, to be honest. That would be more like an X-ray ability. Because now, of course, you guys, if you ever watch, you know, watch gameplay of, you know, Mortal Kombat, you guys would know that, you know, when they do, the X-rays and all that, it literally shows them, you know, brutally friggin' doing some gory stuff, you know, because you can just do a crazy squirrel. I mean, I can, and normal squirrel's abilities for me. Yeah, very true, very true. You know, like I was just thinking about it because, you know, it could be called Blue's Charm or something like that, you know. But that would be more like a X-ray to me. But it would not be called an X-ray. It would be called whatever ability that your character, like what the furry character has. You know, Dave the Squirrel would be, you know, the Squirrel Butcher. The Squirrel Butcher. There you go. There's your special abilities. Squirrel Oh my Jesus Christ. The Squirrel Butcher. Oh my God, I can't say it right. You know what I mean. Like, you can be the butcher and all that. The Squirrel Butcher and all that. Basically, the X-ray would consist of you, you know, badly cutting them up, or, you know, well, I would have to make it to where when you do it, it would disable a certain thing. I could also imagine my character with rabies. Oh, actually, perfect idea. Just a perfect idea. It could be called squirrel rabies and all that. Basically, when you know, successfully, I'll use my charm. Like, just a great idea and all that, you know, just go in, like, if you get a successful attack or a successful bite, because yours is going to be rabies and all that, you know, that would be just perfect in the middle of the I just died from the rabies. Like, I would have to make it useful. Like, with the rabies thing, like, it would be called squirrel's rabies and all that. Basically, the idea would be, you know, if you successfully do the ability and successfully bite someone, it would, you know, what it would do is for a duration of, I would say 15 seconds, a duration for 15 seconds, it would, you know, decrease or poison them, you know. It would poison them, like, what's the best way I can do it? Like, it could, you know, decrease their health because, you know, of course they're being poisoned. So it'll be like 3% health each time. So for a duration of 15 seconds, you'll have 3% health being decreased. There you go. Ooh. But of course it would have to be slow as well because, you know, it's rabies and it's poisoning. Roadkill animals are actually big in the fandom right now. Really? Roadkill animals? I actually do not know. I never seen any, you know, I never seen art of like roadkill stuff. I forgot to put fight. But yeah, that is just perfect. Like, that's a perfect idea. So I would have to keep that in mind in the mid future. Just, well, that's the thing, that by the time I'll still be live streaming, so you guys can remind me of that. But yeah, blue dude definitely, like, he would of course have an ice ability. Well, he'll have ice powers, but his special ability would be the charm and all that. The blues charm. There we go, the blues charm. That's perfect and all that. And that ability would be, if you were to successfully do it, you would distract them for, also, I want to know how many seconds. You would distract them for. You would distract your enemy for. How many seconds would it be? Like 5 seconds? I said that's perfect. 5 seconds. You would basically distract your enemy for 5 seconds, giving you the time to attack the enemy. Or, set up a little plot thing. And all that, a little plot idea. Mine would be, I don't know. Yeah, like definitely Crazy Dave would be the squirrel rabies. That would definitely be the special ability. And blues would be the blues charm because, hey, Shiba Inus are very cute and, they can be quite charming and all that, so yeah, there you go. As I know that Shiba Inus in the fandom can be quite charming and all that, so that's perfect. Ow! Tits! I didn't mean that slipped out, but I accidentally stubbed my toe and all that, but yeah, there you go. In the game, my character kind of would look like roadkill. Actually, yeah, that would be very true. Yours would definitely look like roadkill, especially if your character fell in a thing of acid. That would, yeah, that would be it, and all that. Like if your character fell in acid, but comes back to life, as this crazy looking like roadkill, squirrel on the vengeance of I don't know who, or I'm Two-Faced. Now that one would be a little bit difficult to do because, you are gonna, like, if I was to, make the storyline where you fell in a pool of acid, that would be a little bit difficult to kinda, figure out. That'd be a little bit difficult to figure out, but I think I could figure out something, you know. I'm kidding. Oh, okay. But yeah, that would be a little bit difficult. So, there we go. We got the first abilities and the first two characters of the game, including, my one character. So, definitely Crazy Dave with the Squirrel Rabies special ability. Blue, I still need to figure out a good name. For Blue, I gotta figure out a certain name for you. Blue would be, of course, Blue's charm. Actually, yeah, Blue would be Bolt's friend in the game. And, yeah, exactly. I think at most it would be 2 seconds. Actually, yeah, it varies on the charm though. Like the game I play, like I play Metal Gear Solid and all that. I play Metal Gear Online. In that game, you have these. Well, for example, I'll use Metal Gear Online 3. In Metal Gear Online 3, you have plushies that you use, and that plushies are what you use in Metal Gear Solid to, distract enemies and all that. And basically, that lasts like 5 seconds. That charm lasts like 5 seconds and all that. Like if you run into a While the plushies are like, what is it, a husky puppy, and yeah, it's basically just like a, you know, plushy stuffed animal and all that. So basically, you know, it would be kind of like that. So you're like a badly burnt psychotic squirrel with a knife. That is the way to describe it. Okay, how about we start brainstorming the story of how, you know, okay, Dave the squirrel, you know, is, you know, like, alright, so he was walking one day, you know, he ended up finding this abandoned factory, okay? So he goes into this abandoned factory, like, this is just the best way to do it. So he goes into this abandoned factory, and, you know, of course he's, you know, looking around, you know, he's exploring, and next thing you know, he does take a look at this, you know, like he looks down from this, you know, what would it be? From this rail, he walks up this rail, and he looks down, and it's like this liquidy acid down below. It's like green and all that. Basically, you know, he, you know, decides to look down a little bit. Door so eventually opens. Hey, there you go. The door eventually opens. He walks into the abandoned factory, walks up the stairs. Like the first thing he sees when he walks in is this big, this big thing, like this look like big tub of, you know, it's like some big tub that, you know, he doesn't know what's in it yet. So he walks up the abandoned stairs, and of course because they were so rusty, one breaks, but he luckily, you know, he was lucky to dodge that quickly. So he continues to walk up the stairs, and then he holds onto the rail and looks down, and he sees that it's a pool of this greeny, look like nuclear wasted acid and all that. And so, you know, he's like, okay, you know, maybe I shouldn't be here and all that. So, you know, yeah, squirrels are curious. That's one true thing about squirrels. They're always curious about certain things. Curiosity is always their downfall and their weakness and all that. So yeah, basically, you know, he's like, okay, maybe I should get out of here. And he starts walking away. But then there's this person, this, I don't know, hybrid mix, dragon mix, wolf, or something like that. I would probably describe it. I would have to figure out that character. Basically walks out of the darkness and kind of stares him down, kind of like looking like Bolt. Now this is where it gets to the point where, you know, Crazy Dave would think, oh, you know, this is Bolt, you know, because, you know, he has the little, you know, lightning bolted, you know, like symbols on his body. And that's the first thing that, you know, Crazy Dave noticed, or before he was known as Crazy Dave, Dave notices is like a yellow lightning bolt on his arm. And then, you know, this hybrid charges at, you know, the squirrel, and, you know, he backs up against the rail and it breaks. And so when that breaks, he basically fell into the acid. And, you know, that happens, and, you know, once he jumps in that acid, he quickly jumps out and he lands flat on the ground. It, like, this tub would be like, best way I can describe it, it would be like 7 feet tall. That's the best way I can put it. Wait, no, that's not that that's actually not that very tall. What I'm talking about, it's like 25 feet 25 feet tall. You know, he jumps in the acid and he quickly jumps out before, you know, it burned him even more, and he lands flat on the ground, knocked out. And of course, you know, this thing approaches him downstairs, and, you know, he thinks, you know, Dave is dead. And, you know, and then abandons him, you know, walks away from the place, and you know, and that's how Crazy Dave became the thing. And you know, from there, you know, Dave wakes up, you know, looks at his fur, it's all burnt off, it's like third-degree burns and all that, and you know, it rages anger in him. It rages anger in him, and that's the one thing he remembers is the yellow lightning bolt on this person's arm that, you know, clearly isn't bolt at all. And it goes from there, and you know, then there's a tournament shout out for, you know, martial artists and all that to, you know, prove their skills and, you know, this kind of stuff. So yeah, literally that's how Crazy Dave becomes the thing, and how Crazy Dave becomes Crazy Dave. I feel like someone should have the choice to snap. Yeah, exactly. That's what that part kind of proves, is that, you know, like, you know, Dave kind of, you know, blames it all on this person because, of course, this one person was gonna physically harm him and all that, you know, and he decided, like, he doesn't notice that, you know, the rail is so weak that when he pushes on it, it breaks and he falls into the pool of acid. So, yeah, it kind of proves that point and all that. 4 plus damage. But yeah, that's a good choice right there. Now, blue, I don't know, blue would be very interesting. Like, I don't know what blue would be. You know, would blue be, you know, this you know, what's the best way I can put it? Blue, you know, ends up being this big old, I don't, I don't know. I would have to think about everyone's side of the story. You know, I would have to, and a bleed effect. Exactly. There you go. Actually, that's what the rabies can be as well. It can be a 4 plus damage. You know, actually, how about it was to be a 10-second duration, 1 damage over time. There you go. There you go. That sounds absolutely perfect. That's a good idea. Now, Dave, on the other hand, I would have to. Well, I meant blue. Damn it. Sorry. Now, blues. Now, blues would be quite interesting. Like, because blue is a Shiba Inu, I can, you know, come up with the idea that, you know, okay, you know, because he's a Shiba Inu, he's from Japan or something. You know, like, actually, that's where Sub-Zero's from. He's from Japan, I'm pretty sure. You know, I don't know. I would have to figure out everyone's character story. You know, it would kind of like, the best way I could put it is that, you know, it would be like, would it be like Dead or Alive? They would be like Dead or Alive or something like that, where, you know, they have like a little, you know, bio on the character, and you know, they talk about, you know, how this character came to be, you know, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I would definitely have to make, you know, a bio for each and one of your guys' characters. Or if you guys like to, you may. Yeah, you already figured out mine. Yeah, I already figured out yours. So Dave, you are good. I just have to figure out one for blue and all that. Unless blue dude, like, you want to make up your character's bio for the game, if you want to do that. I need to think about mine. There you go. You know, like, there's, I don't know, like, I think you could come up with a good bio for your character. I think you come up with a good bio and all that. So, yeah, you can go ahead and think about yours and all that. I need to think about bolts. definitely. I need to figure about his. Now, I don't know if Ashley would be in it. Ashley might be in the game, maybe. If I was to think about it, like I said, this is just future plans, so this is just, you know, thinking of ideas now, so that, you know, I have, you know, stuff to kind of think about when I, you know, become a video game designer. So I might not become a video game designer in, you know, 5 more years or something, you know, because I do have to go through college to get my bachelor's degree in game design. For me to be a video game designer, I have to go for all of that. But yeah, so yep, could also be revealed when you learn enough information about the character. Exactly, there you go. There you go. Yep, exactly. You know, like what it would be is that, you know, when you first open up the game, you know, like the character bio won't be available. You know, like, it won't be available to you unless you play the story. That is the good idea right there. Unless you play the story of the game, you will not get the bio of the character, because, you know, really in the story mode, they'll, you know, somewhat explain some things and all that. So, you know, from there, you know, when you do that, you unlock prizes, you unlock, I'll even put customization items as well, you know, like, you know, suits, dresses, I guess, for female characters, you know, makeup, I guess, lipstick, I don't know. A whole lot of other things and all that. Bolts may be the only one you start off with. Yeah, definitely, he would be definitely the one to start off with, in my opinion. Like, because, you know, he is so similar to me and all that, so yeah, definitely. Hello, JT Talks, went to the live stream. We're just talking about, like, my future video game idea and some ideas for, you know, video game characters and all that, you know. So yeah, definitely, definitely, because then after Bolt, then I would, you know, then move on to, you know, doing Ashley, because of course, because Ashley is a police officer, that one would be a little bit different. Like, Ashley would be a little bit different because, okay, what Ashley could be is that she could be like the security for the tournament until she starts, you know, hearing rumors about, you know, cheating in the tournament, that she starts hearing, you know, like she starts hearing, you know, this kind of stuff and all that, you know. She starts hearing plots of, you know, terrorism. She starts hearing plots of, you know, them, you know, cheating in a tournament. There you go. She could be like the security guard and all that there. Like, she could be like the security, but she's a police officer. So yeah, that's what Ashley could be. That would not be a bad idea. And then Mia, I don't know about Mia though. I think she would be like the cybersecurity person. I think. I think that's what she would be. So honestly, I really don't know. So, you know, like I said, it might be more than 5 years before I even start working on this game, you know. So, you know, it's best to start with ideas now, and then, you know, later, you know, start with ideas now, and then, you know, that I have a little bit of a plan for the future and all that. And yes, it is an hour and 15 minutes, so I've been ranting So I've been ranting for a long time, and I have not been playing this game. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and end the live stream and all that because half of the live stream is just me ranting about my video game idea and all that. So, but I'm happy to be able to express my ideas to you guys because you guys would probably feel like, oh yeah, that's a awesome idea. I could also have different outcomes for some characters. You see, that's another good idea. Like, the way I would do the story, now this would probably take years to do, honestly. Like, if I was to calculate how long it would take for this idea to take effect and, get the game out, but I would say it would probably take years to do it, but basically the idea with the story mode is that you choose a character you want to play as. So you can play as either Blue, Bolt, Ashley, Mia, or Crazy Dave. So you can choose one of the bad guys. Basically that would be the idea and all that. You play as them, you play through the story, and then see the outcome of them. Because you're winning. Like, if you were like there's this boss fight that determines the end of the story, and you win against this boss fight, that outcome's gonna be very different. It's gonna be very different for each character. It could be the bad guys win because you play as Crazy Dave and you win against. Okay, what if it was like a finals against Bolt or something like that? If Bolt was to make it to the finals and Crazy Day was to go against them, and next thing you know, well, 2 in this tournament, fatalities will be allowed. So let's I feel like my character would be hard to play, but I don't think your character will be that hard to play, honestly. But yeah, like literally, that kind of idea, that's a great idea. Like fatalities are allowed in this, tournament. Don't ask me why I would say fatalities are allowed in this tournament, but I'm gonna say it is because I don't know, it's part of the martial arts culture, I guess. But yeah, that would be the idea is that, at the finals, it could either be, Bolt versus Crazy Dave, or it could be Blue versus Crazy Dave. Whoever wins that determines the end of the game, or the end of that segment. That's the best way I can put it. The end of that segment and all that. So if Crazy Dave was to win, he would then do a fatality on whoever he's facing. It could be Bolt, like I said, Blue. That'd be kind of horrible to see Blue be slaughtered, like literally being scratched, like being cut right in the face like crazy. And then Crazy Dave crawls up and all that and pulls out his eyeball, and options affect the game. Exactly, good point right there. But yeah, like the fatality would be Crazy Dave. Like that would be horrible to see a Sheba be kind of be done with a fatality on. Basically I would probably cry watching that. I would be too, because it would be like, oh man, like, you see, Sheba, like, you see Crazy Dave, cut up, Blue's face, and then crawls up and pulls out, Blue's eyeball, and crawls into like, Blue's skull, and then literally from the inside, literally takes the knife and literally like starts from the throat and just cuts all the way down to the end, and literally Blue's cut in half and all that. Oh my god, that would be horrible to see. I like, I like this. If I died, I would be okay with it because my character has rabies. Yeah, very true. Well, I don't know. Like, okay, so if, like, this kill me harder. Oh my goodness. But I think the idea would be, you know, the bad guys would be the ones in the end of the tournament to do the fatalities on the good guys and all that. And then the good guys, which would be Bolt, Ashley, Blue, Mia, like that kind of the line, they would, you know, be the ones to, you know, turn down the fatality option and be like, you know, I won't, I won't do it. You know, I won't kill this person. You know, they'll be the ones to spare the bad guys and all that. But if the bad guys were to win, they would be the ones to do the fatalities. You know, like I don't know. Like I said, it'll be years before I start working on this game. So, you know, I'm expressing my ideas now so that you guys know. But yeah, man, that's gonna be so awesome when I make the game because I can only imagine how big the game would get, especially stuff like that. I just get through onto the ground and someone steps on my head. Oof. Yeah, that could be one fatality. I don't know who would do that fatality though. I don't know who would do that fatality. But like I said, that will only be in a story where the bad guys would be the only ones to do the fatalities and the good guys would not do it and would disagree with doing it. But of course, you know, that's only story mode. So arcade mode, you know, arcade mode would be, you know, arcade would be, you know, the good guys and the bad guys can use fatalities no matter what. So I feel like Blue Dude would. Yeah, actually, yeah, that is a good point right there. That would actually be pretty good. That would actually that'd be a pretty interesting fatality because you see this, you know, charming, you know, Shiba Inu, you know, walk up to the person and you know, like being all charmy with them, you know, being all, you know, being charmy, like, you know, trying to be all cute with them and all that until all of a sudden you see Blue like pull them from their legs and then stomp on their heads and crushing their, yeah, that, oh man, that would be a good fatality actually. That'd be a good fatality. That would be an awesome fatality. Like honestly, it would be like, it just would be. Like that's a perfect idea. Man. Yeah, we just have so many ideas. Oh wow, like that's the thing too. The more longer I would end up working on it, the bigger the budget. Like that's the thing too. Like the longer you work on a certain game, the bigger the budget will be and all that. So I too gotta take that into consideration. Oh my god, blue dude. A blue heart and a knife. Oh my goodness. Woo. Bolt would probably electrocute me, setting me on fire as well. Actually, yeah, that would be a pretty good one. Not could heart. Yeah. Could actually, yeah, that would be a good idea, you know, like yeah, that would definitely be Bolt for you. Like freaking, you know, literally do that to you, just straight up, you know. Literally just straight up and freaking electrocute you like crazy. Me no heart, no mercy. Yeah, you would have no heart and no mercy. Which actually that could be another option. Like instead of a fatality, you know how, Mortal Kombat had, fatalities and brutalities and, in the original ones, fatality and stuff like that. It could be, it could be a heartality, if that makes any sense. It could be a heartality where, you know, like, Bolt spares, the person, or like by giving them a hug or giving them a kiss or something. I don't know. Like that could be it. That could be it right there. Heartality. That's what it would be called. Where, you know, the the character would spare the other person by either giving them a hug or giving them a kiss. Either. And you would have to do a certain, key type and all that. I'll rip your head and eat your eyeballs. Oh my god, Blue dude, let's not go that far. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you got blue hearts with that too? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. But yeah, that would be another, option, you know, like heartality. I think that's what it would be called. I think it would be called heartality. That sounds more like me. Yeah, that would be Crazy Dave right there. That would be Crazy Dave's fatality right there. But yeah, literally just like that, heartality. That would definitely be something. And of course, I would say most of the characters would, like, because of the heartality thing, I think most characters would end up having to be, well, I don't know. I don't know though. It could, I think, because of the heartality thing, if it's a male on male, character, it kissing, yeah, that would be, gay. So I think every single character would have to be bisexual in the game. That's just my indication. You just pull through the eye and do the other things. I don't know too. It could vary. Like I could. That's a good question. Man, how would I have to do it? Like that would be another good idea too, because depending on the sexuality of the character, if the character is straight or or the character is gay, you know, like depending on when you do the heartality and all that on a certain character, if a character's bisexual, more likely, it'll be, a kiss for, both genders, I guess, for a male and female if the character's bisexual, and then if the character's lesbian, then of course it would be, you know, a girl on girl kissing. And now, how it would happen if it was, if this, alright, for example, if, it's like a finish her or finish him and all that, and this one character is lesbian, and this other character is a male but they're straight. Basically, if the lesbian character was to do, a heartality, instead of it being a kiss, it would be a hug because, they gotta respect their boundaries. If that's the correct way to put it, respect their boundaries, I don't know. I really don't know. Dev value is back known. No, it's a Ice King. Yeah, very true there. Very true. Very, very true. But yeah, so I'm glad we were able to, share a lot of our ideas. And, me being able to share my ideas, and, you guys sharing your ideas as well. So, yeah, like I said, I was going to go ahead and end this live stream. I keep saying no. Yeah. Yeah, but it's alright. I have to end this live stream right now because, oh my god, it's 1 hour and 31 minutes. We just extended our talk for almost 2 hours and a half. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream and all that. So, again, thank you all very much for watching. I love you all. No matter what, I love you all. Even if you're not a fluff butt or not, if you're not in a furry fandom, it's fine, But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. And thank you all very much for sharing your little ideas on what I probably should add in the game. So definitely a good way to do it. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to start working on it till, probably years from now. So yeah, it's kind of good it gets my ideas in. So yeah. So I hope y'all liked it. Please like and subscribe for more if you have not yet. And if you like, you don't have to. You can share my live streams. You can share my channel and say, hey, this is an awesome YouTube channel. You should check Bolt out. He's cool and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. So thank you all very much for watching. And tomorrow I will do a live stream, of course. Like, I'm going to do a live stream every single day. Don't ever expect me to get an absent on a live stream. Unless it's for a reason. Unless if I already fell asleep. Or it's because, I needed a little break, Or I'm sick, But, yeah, I'm very, happy to, be able to live stream every day for you guys and you guys liking my content. And I absolutely love that. And I really highly appreciate it. I really do. Alright, so. And tomorrow is my last day for my training, for my job. So, I won't be, too tired, I guess, from it. Which today was pretty quick for my training. It wasn't too bad. And all that. My training today wasn't too bad. It was just, like I said, it's not really a work-related, training and all that. It's just, it's just training to get teamwork going, like learning how to cooperatively, do teamwork and use teamwork as a essential to your job and all that. It just gets me trained and all that. So, and tomorrow is my mock interviews, so like job interviews and train me for that stuff. And tomorrow's my last day for that. So then by next week I'll start making some money. I hope making some money. I don't know if it's a training week for my job or anything like that. I don't know if it is. I don't think there's a training week for the job. I think you just start at the job and they just, teach you how to use the tools right away, It should be fairly easy because I'm doing, like I said, landscaping stuff, just pulling weeds, weed eating, doing that kind of stuff. It should be very easy. So, yeah, I'm going to end the live stream. So thank you all very much for watching. And I will see you all in the next live stream. Bye. And actually, how about I do it now? How about you guys tell me what game you want me to live stream tomorrow? I want you guys to be able to choose what game. And I'll list some of them games as well. So you guys can, get the opportunity to know all the games I have. I can play. Of course, Black Ops 3, which, I I played that way too many times. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh, God of War. Do you... Oh. Yes. Wait. But yeah, let me go ahead and just in case, let's not make the decision yet until I read all of my games off and all that. And some of these games I cannot play because they require internet. Just letting you guys aware. So, alright, so the games I have: Assassin's Creed Unity, God of War, of course, because I'm going to finish that game. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Black Ops 3, of course. Dragon Ball Universe. The problem with Dragon Ball Universe is that I have to do it on Twitch. So, you know, that might not be a good choice, you know, which I don't like really live streaming on Twitch anymore, so, you know. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, awesome game. Assassin's Creed Origins, I have all the Assassin's Creeds. I keep up. Call of Duty Ghosts, what's some other ones? I think that's actually all of them. I'll be honest, I don't got that many PS4 games. So, yeah, that's really it. Except for Rainbow Six Siege, but like I said, that requires internet to play, and I can't play it because I don't have PlayStation Plus, so out of all of them games I have read, what game would you guys like to see tomorrow for me to live stream? Because I already saw God of War, so more likely that will be a God of War. Sounds good. Okay, we have made our decision. God of War it is. Because, well, I don't know, I was going to play God of War anyways, because, you know, I want to be able to finish the story for you guys and get the full gameplay, you know? Get the full gameplay in for you guys, because I absolutely love God of War. I grew up playing the game, so... yeah, it'll forever be one of my most favorite video games in this world. It really will be. So, yeah. So, got that set for tomorrow. So, thank you all very much for watching, and you all have a good night and all that. You all have a good night. Okay. Good. Alright. I grew up playing Minecraft. Yeah, we all have our different games we grew up playing. Minecraft, I don't know, I wasn't too much of a fan. But yeah, like I said, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next live stream tomorrow. Bye.